Hi, this is Grant Abbott, and this is just a quick video to show you one of my favourite automated strategies, which is available on the LightYear Docs platform, and it's a related party loan, setting up a holding trust, putting in place a related party loan agreement, and a mortgage deed, all as required by the Commissioner's ruling, PCG 2016/5. Ordinarily, this would take a long time to produce, find the relevant documents, put in place trustee meetings, and really, if you went to lawyers, you'd be looking at maybe $4,000 to $5,000 in legal fees. But with the LightYear Docs program, we can do it in the matter of minutes. Let me show you how. Now, on this page here, see, this is a search. We can do that. But always a popular, see that little strategy automation button? Because we're dealing with strategy automation, we want to go there. And as you can see, there's quite a few, not the related party LRBA shares, we're looking at related party LRBA property meeting the ATO guidelines. So because I'm a strategist member, unlimited, I don't have to pay for this document. It's all included. Alternatively, because there is so many documents in play, around 8, the cost is $450. But again, it's nothing for me because it's included as part of my unlimited option. So let's start the document. I need to put it into a folder. So I'll put it into my folder. Now you can see there, once it goes green, then I can start. So this now goes into the Abbott-Family folder. It takes us into the iframe, which is the framework using hot docs. And let's just go through. So we start off the Smith Family Super Fund. I'll then go to the trustee, and the trustee is a special purpose trustee. I don't need to put in place PTY Limited because that's already included. I then put in the ACN and then the registered office of the trustee. So 5 Smith Street, Sydney, New South Wales 2000. And the next step is to look at the directors. So we've got 2+ directors. So I'll put them in there. And then I click confirm. And then I put the directors' names in there, John Smith. And then I tab, and that will then give me the next director, who is going to be Judy Smith, his wife. And I need to tick both boxes if I want them both to sign the relevant deed, which I do. So I'll then go over to the trustee meeting. And essentially this is important because the SMSF trustees for the Family Super Fund need to have a meeting to acquire the asset, set up a holding trust deed, and execute the related party agreement. Wouldn't you agree? We need to put all that in place. So who attended the meeting? Well, we've got John and Judy. Now, if I know when the meeting is, I can put it in there, but in this instance, I don't, because I don't know when John and Judy are going to come in the office to sign. Who chaired the meeting? John. Now, I already know the registered office is at 5 Smith Street. So if I've already had that in the past, I can select it, down there, select, and it will auto-populate. I'll then go to the next one. So this is the holding trust, or some people call it the bear trust. So we're going to call it the Smith Property Bear Trust. So again, the date is going to be executed. Let's just go as an individual here, because we don't need to set up a separate company unless it is for a bank. But this is our internal bank, so essentially we don't need to set that up. Again, we'll have it registered at the same place. And then we go to the next page. So you can see how easy it is. Now we've got to have the trustee meeting, but not the trustee meeting for the SMSF. This is the trustee meeting for the Bear Trust, in that it is going to acquire the asset on behalf of the SMSF. Again, leave it blank. John's the only one. John's the only one. I select, and then I'm off and running. So what's the clock ticking up to now? Around about 4 minutes. Okay, who's going to be the related party lender? Let's say we could have a bucket company. We could have a family trust. Let's say we've got an individual in this instance, and it is John. Sorry, I've put John in the wrong name. So I've got John Smith. And again, 5 Smith Street. Lots of things happening at Smith Street. New South Wales, 2000. So we then go on to the related party lender. What's the asset to be acquired? So let's say it is 5 Smith Street. If you want to do shares, then effectively you do that with our different automation. So let's say the folio number, or you can leave that blank. The consideration that the SMSF is paying, it's $500,000. The loan amount under a related party loan, we can go up to 70%. So in this instance, we'll lend $350,000. Now we've got the 15 years there. That's the maximum. So we'll use that. And this is the current interest rate there as well. So we'll put in there variable interest rate if we want it, or we could do fixed. We'll put it under New South Wales. Now we actually have to work out our P&I payments. So get a P&I calculator, put it in, and let's say it is, and we insert this, $1,500 per month. So again, we have to abide by the Commissioner's ruling. What date was the loan agreement and mortgage deed entered into? We'll leave that blank again. And that's it. So that's taken me, no more than 8 minutes to do this. And what's going to happen now is we're going to get a compendium of documents, which will then go through and we'll check just quickly. And then from there, you'll then get your client to come in and effectively sign them. So we'll download those documents. It comes up here and we'll start to see and go through. So this is our related party LRB establishment pack. It's $450 unless, of course, you are on the unlimited option. We're going to look at the practical compliance guideline is included, the limited recourse borrowing arrangement, the deed of holding trust, the limited recourse borrowing arrangement being the trustee of the holding trust or the Bear Trust, the related party loan agreement, and the mortgage deed, which is required by the Commissioner. So we go down and you'll see at the start, we reproduce PCG 2016/5. That's to give emphasis for the client that we are abiding by everything in the ruling, which again strengthens our position as a trusted advisor that we are following the laws as required by the tax office. The client can read that, in fact, make a suggestion to do that. So the first one is the minutes of the trustee meeting to start the whole ball rolling. So you can see there we've got the fund, we've got the company, we've got John and Judy Smith. We've put all this sort of stuff in there. We've talked about the whole situation. We've got the property, the consideration, loan amount, blah, blah, blah. So that goes through that process. And then we get them to sign as directors. The next one is then the Bear Trust or the holding trust. So that's a holding trust deed. And you can see there the deed goes on for 2 or 3 pages there. And again, covers that specific property. And then we've got the signatures, both the trustee and also the SMSF, and also the schedule there. We then go into the limited recourse borrowing arrangement, the minutes of the trustee of the holding trust. So remember, it was John Smith. And again, we've got through a whole lot of information there. Now we do a related party loan agreement between the borrower and also the lender, being John Smith. And again, this is a part of our loan suite documentation. It goes into all the relevant payments, termination of agreements, notices, general, so on and so forth. Governing law, and that then goes into the signature pages. As you can see, the loan agreement is quite sophisticated and really needs to be meet with the Commissioner's guidelines. So we've got the lender and we've got the borrower there. We've also got then the terms of the loan agreement, and then we go into the mortgage deed, another requirement from the Commissioner. That mortgage deed would then have to be obviously registered on the lands register for the party. So that's essentially, when we have a look at it, that's the underlying documentation and setting up an LRBA over property with a related party loan. And it's taken me no more than 10 minutes to do that. Try it yourself. It's a lot of fun. It's Grant Abbott signing off.